Have you ever daydreamed about strolling through a charming little town, sipping coffee at a cozy cafe, or gazing at a sunset over the ocean, all on your own terms? Maybe you thought about taking a trip, but hesitated, wondering if solo travel after 70 is even possible or safe. Let me tell you, it absolutely is, and it can be one of the most rewarding adventures of your life. Traveling alone after 70 isn't just about seeing new places. It's about rediscovering your sense of freedom, confidence, and joy. In this video, we're going to share 6 practical ways to enjoy solo travel after 70, so you can explore the world with ease and excitement. Whether it's a weekend getaway or a bucket list destination, these tips will help you feel ready to hit the road. Let's dive into the first tip, and it's all about setting yourself up for a stress-free journey. The first key to enjoying solo travel is to plan with intention, but keep it simple. Planning doesn't mean scheduling every minute. It's about creating a loose framework that gives you confidence. Start by choosing a destination that feels manageable for your first solo trip. Maybe it's a nearby city with a vibrant downtown, or a quiet coastal town you've always wanted to visit. My friend Margaret, who's 72, decided her first solo adventure would be a train ride to a historic town just an hour away. She picked a place with flat, walkable streets and a hotel close to the main attractions. Research your destination a bit. Look up senior-friendly accommodations, like hotels with elevators or guided tours that don't involve too much walking. Websites like TripAdvisor or local tourism boards often have tips for accessible travel. Make a short list of 1 or 2 must-see spots, but leave room for spontaneity, like stumbling upon a local market. Booking flights or trains in advance can also save you money and stress. Check for senior discounts, which many airlines and rail companies offer. Margaret used a travel app to organize her itinerary, and she said it felt like having a friend along, keeping everything in one place. A little planning goes a long way to make your trip feel like an adventure, not a chore. Another important tip is to pack light and smart. Lugging around a heavy suitcase can dampen your excitement and strain your body. Think of packing like a puzzle. Bring only what you need to feel comfortable and confident. Aim for a carry-on bag with wheels, ideally one that's easy to maneuver. Pack versatile clothing, like a few mix-and-match outfits, and comfortable shoes you've already broken in. My neighbor Tom, who's 71, took his first solo trip to a national park and swore by packing just one lightweight jacket and a small first aid kit for peace of mind. Include essentials like medications, a water bottle, and a phone charger, but skip the bulky extras. If you're worried about forgetting something, make a checklist a week before you go and tweak it as you think of things. Many destinations have stores where you can grab anything you need, so don't stress about packing perfectly. Traveling light keeps you nimble and lets you focus on the experience, not your luggage. One more tip to start with is prioritizing your safety without letting it overwhelm you. Solo travel is empowering, but it's natural to feel a bit cautious. Stick to well-lit, populated areas, especially at night, and keep your valuables secure with a money belt or a crossbody bag. Share your itinerary with a family member or friend and check in with them every couple of days. My cousin Ellen, who's 75, always texts her daughter when she arrives in a new place, and it gives her that extra layer of comfort. Consider a phone app with emergency contacts or a medical ID bracelet if you have health concerns. Most importantly, trust your instincts. If something feels off, move on. Most places are welcoming and safe, especially for seniors, and a little preparation lets you explore with confidence. So, we've covered planning with intention, packing light, and staying safe. 3 ways to set the stage for an amazing solo adventure. These steps make travel feel less daunting and more like a gift to yourself. There's more to explore, though, like a simple trick to connect with others without losing your independence. Keep watching, and let's dive into the next way to enjoy solo travel after 70. Let's keep the adventure rolling with more ways to make solo travel after 70 a joyful, confidence-boosting experience. The next tip is all about embracing small ways to connect with others while still savoring your independence. Traveling alone doesn't mean you have to be lonely. There are simple ways to spark conversations and feel part of the places you visit. One great way is to join a guided tour or activity for part of your trip. Look for short, senior-friendly options, like a half-day walking tour or a cooking class at your destination. My friend Clara, who's 73, signed up for a guided museum tour on her solo trip to a nearby city, and she ended up chatting with a lovely couple over coffee afterward. These activities give you a chance to meet locals or other travelers without committing your whole day. You can also strike up a chat at a cafe or park. Just a simple, "What's your favorite thing to do here?" can lead to a warm exchange. Clara found that asking a waiter about a local dish opened the door to a fun conversation about the town's history. The beauty of solo travel is you get to choose when to connect and when to enjoy your own company, so you're always in control of your experience. Another key to enjoying solo travel is pacing yourself to match your energy and comfort. After 70, you might not want to cram your day with back-to-back activities, and that's perfectly okay. Think of your trip like a good meal. Savor it slowly with plenty of breaks. Plan 1 or 2 main activities each day, like visiting a garden or historic site, and leave time to rest at a cafe or relax at your hotel. My neighbor George, who's 70, took a solo trip to a coastal town and made a point to sit by the water each afternoon with a book, giving his legs a rest. He said those quiet moments were some of his favorite memories. If mobility is a concern, look for destinations with good public transport or accessible attractions. Many cities have hop-on, hop-off buses that let you explore at your own pace. Check if your hotel offers shuttle services or is near key spots so you're not walking too far. Listen to your body and don't feel pressured to see everything. Even a single meaningful experience, like watching a street musician or tasting a local pastry, can make your day special. Let's talk about staying connected with technology to make your trip smoother and more enjoyable. A smartphone could be your best travel buddy, helping you navigate, translate, or even find last-minute deals. Apps like Google Maps can guide you to that cute cafe you read about, while translation apps help with menus or signs in foreign languages. My cousin Dorothy, who's 76, used a ride-sharing app on her solo trip to avoid figuring out bus schedules, and it gave her so much freedom. Before you go, practice using 1 or 2 apps that feel useful, and make sure your phone is set up with a reliable plan or Wi-Fi access. Keep a portable charger handy for long days out, and save important numbers like your hotel or a local taxi service in your contacts. If tech feels overwhelming, stick to the basics. Dorothy started with just a Maps app and a notebook for jotting down directions, and it was plenty. Technology is there to make your trip easier, so use it in a way that feels comfortable for you. We've now explored connecting with others, pacing yourself, and using tech to enhance your solo travel. These tips help you feel confident and in control, turning your trip into a true adventure. There's more to share, though, like a simple habit that can make every destination feel like home. Keep watching, and let's dive into the next way to enjoy solo travel after 70. Let's wrap up our journey on how to make solo travel after 70 an exciting, confidence-filled adventure with one final tip that can turn any trip into a treasure trove of memories. One of the best ways to truly enjoy solo travel is to embrace the joy of learning something new at your destination. Traveling alone gives you the freedom to dive into experiences that spark your curiosity, whether it's a local history tour, a quick art workshop, or even chatting with a shopkeeper about their craft. My friend Alice, who's 72, took a solo trip to a small town known for its pottery and signed up for a 1-hour class to try making a clay bowl. She didn't become a master potter, but she came home with a quirky little bowl and a story she loved sharing. Look for activities that feel approachable. Many destinations offer short classes or guided walks tailored for seniors, like garden tours or storytelling sessions. You can find these through local tourism websites or even by asking at your hotel. If structured activities aren't your style, just wander into a museum or sit in on a local event, like a farmer's market, and soak up the culture. These moments of learning make your trip feel personal and meaningful, filling your heart with new experiences you'll carry long after you're home. As we close out, let's reflect on what we've covered. Planning with intention sets you up for a stress-free adventure. Packing light keeps you free to move, and prioritizing safety lets you explore with confidence. Connecting with others through tours or casual chats adds warmth to your journey. Pacing yourself ensures you enjoy every moment without exhaustion. And using technology makes navigation and planning a breeze. Then there's this last tip, embracing new learning experiences to make your trip uniquely yours. These steps aren't about turning you into a globe-trotting nomad overnight. They're about giving you the tools to explore at your own pace, in your own way, with the confidence that you can handle whatever comes. Maybe you start with a day trip to a nearby town, or maybe you're dreaming of a coastal village halfway across the world. My cousin Henry, who's 75, took his first solo trip to a nearby lake town and came back glowing, saying it felt like he'd rediscovered a part of himself. That's the magic of solo travel. It's a gift you give yourself, a chance to see the world and your own strength in a new light. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's a place you've always wanted to visit, or maybe a solo travel tip you've picked up along the way? Your story could spark someone else's adventure. If this video inspired you to think about hitting the road solo, please give a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more ideas to live your best life after 70. You're never too old to explore, to learn, or feel the thrill of a new place. Here's to traveling with confidence, embracing your independence, and making every journey a story worth telling. Thanks for watching, and here's to thriving at any age.